Hey there everyone, I hope you're all having a fantastic Sunday. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you being here as we talk some movie and streaming news here on the channel. So in this episode of Review Flicks, we're going to be talking about The Ones Who Live, the newest spin-off series in the Walking Dead franchise, and according to AMC, is smashing viewership numbers. So we're going to be diving into all that news. But guys, if you are new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the movie and streaming news we have going on this channel. And with that down, we're going to be jumping into this article here from comicflicknews.com. So, premiere episode of The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, shatters records. AMC Plus and AMC score big with the series premiere of The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. Just to let you guys know, I am going to be talking about that premiere episode of The Ones Who Live. This isn't a breakdown or a review, but I am going to be talking about the first episode in a general sense, so there may be some spoilers in this video. So if you haven't seen that first episode, go and watch the first episode and then come back to this video after. Just wanted to let you guys know. So, the premiere episode of the latest spin-off series from the Walking Dead franchise, titled The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, has garnered significant success, reuniting fan favourites stars Andrew Lincoln, Rick Grimes, and Danny Guerrero Michonne. The show's debut episode aired last Sunday to impressive viewership numbers. Yeah, so this is something that the Walking Dead franchise was sorely lacking. You know, since Andrew Lincoln's Rick Grimes left the mainline Walking Dead series, it just felt like something was missing to a lot of people, because that show kind of revolved around the Rick Grimes character for a lot of people. And like I say, once he wasn't there anymore, it just felt kind of like, you know, something was just lacking from the actual series itself. Not to say that the other characters weren't good and the storylines were good. I think that they were, but, you know, just Rick Grimes, his character was so compelling to watch on screen. Every time he was doing a dramatic scene, Andrew Lincoln just brought the heat. The actor is so damn talented, and he made that show what it was. And yeah, Andrew Lincoln, man, he's so good in the role as Rick Grimes. So according to Nielsen rating charts, the series premiere attracted 3 million viewers within 3 days of its release. This milestone marks a substantial boost for the enduring franchise, marking the most watched series premiere for the new AMC series since 2018's debut of The Terror. Like I said, so many people were just missing the Rick Grimes character being on their screens. You know, people spent a lot of years, a lot of their time watching this character and everything that he went through during the Walking Dead, you know, franchise, series, I should say. And the fact that, you know, he's now back on our screens again, everybody wants to catch up with the Rick Grimes character. Where is he? What happened to him? And we were kind of left with that cliffhanger ending for his character. And people just wanted to get him back on their screens. And like I say, the character is so damn compelling. He's so good. And that's down to the acting ability of Andrew Lincoln. That first episode of The Ones Who Live, you know, the CRM have basically are using him to clear the outreaches of the city from walkers, and they won't let him leave the city. You know, they kind of keep him there as a prisoner against his will. And the fact that, massive spoilers here, in the first episode, he tries to escape, Rick Grimes tries to escape from the CRM, and he cuts his own hand off to try and escape to get back to Michonne. And he chops his hand off, runs into the woods to try and get away from him, and then he gets captured again. So the CRM capture him again, but he's chopped his hand off this time. Man, that story was just crazy. Chopped his own hand off to get away from the CRM, only to get caught again. That shows you how much he wanted to get back to his family. And that part of the story was just absolutely insane. The streaming success of The Ones Who Live reached remarkable heights, reportedly making it the most watched episode in the history of AMC Plus. That just goes to show that anybody who says to you that the Walking Dead franchise is dead, that it's gone, its heyday is over and done with, and people have no more interest in this series, they're absolutely wrong. This just goes to show these viewership numbers. We don't have the specific numbers, but the fact that it's the most watched episode in the history of AMC just goes to show that there is an appetite for good storytelling, and the fact that this Rick Grimes character is so compelling to a lot of people. And yeah, so if anybody tells you The Walking Dead is over and done with, don't believe them. So while specific numbers remain undisclosed, it's noted that the streaming viewership surpassed the first week performance of any other season premiere on the platform. That's pretty insane. On the premiere day of The Ones Who Live, AMC Plus experienced its highest number of direct-to-consumer sign-up ever. So that's one of the biggest things as well, you know, having consumer sign-ups. That's one thing that they're looking for from their shows. Is it going to bring in, you know, new subscribers? That's what they want. Is it going to keep people watching? That's another thing. And it's ticking the boxes for everything. So it's great. And it's only a matter of time before they come out and greenlight a season 2. There is no way after this kind of success, if it continues throughout the season, if the season doesn't plummet into the ground and become really, really bad, I can't see it going that way. But they're going to greenlight a season 2, no problems. So underscoring the immense audience engagement with the new show. These viewership numbers signal positive momentum for the franchise, which once enjoyed sky-high television ratings before expecting a gradual decline. The thing is, a lot of people fall into the same trap that I do when it comes to streaming shows. When there's so many seasons and episodes, you go a week or 2 weeks without seeing an episode, and then before you know it, you're like really behind on a season or a series, and there's like 6 or 7 episodes that you need to catch up on, and then like how do you find the time to sit and watch 6 or 7 hours of TV to catch up on everything? And as the weeks go by, you're missing more episodes, and it just gets to the point where you never start watching it again because you're so far behind. And I know that happens to me a lot, and I'm sure that happens to other people as well. So The Walking Dead concluded its 11-season run in 2022, but its spin-offs have ensured the franchise's endurance. Despite the conclusion of Fear the Walking Dead, the franchise is thriving with 3 active shows alongside The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live. Second seasons are in development of both Dead City, featuring Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Laura Cohen. I watched the Dead City. I've only got about 3/4 of the way through it, but it's quite good. It's quite compelling. I have to see how it plays out, but so far, about 3/4 of the way through, I'm enjoying it. I need to get back on it. It's been a good few months since I fell off it, but I do need to get back on that show. It's quite good. I recommend it if you guys haven't seen it. And where are we? And Daryl Dixon featuring Norman Reedus and Melissa McBride. So the Daryl Dixon spin-off of The Walking Dead is so good. That guy, Daryl Dixon, again, another actor, another character that was so compelling. He's in France in his spin-off episode, and doing the whole zombie thing, but in France. That was a really unique, fresh perspective on the franchise. Again, guys, if you haven't seen it, make sure you check out the Daryl Dixon spin-off of The Walking Dead. It's really, really good. So initially conceived as a trilogy of movies, The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live underwent a transformation into a TV series. That's interesting. I thought they were still going to be doing the movies, but obviously not. So while there's no immediate plans for another season after its current run, the strong premiere reception suggests potential for future development with Rick and Michonne. Basically, they can just keep going with The Walking Dead as long as these actors still want to continue to play these roles, because they've been playing these roles now for years and years. The guy who plays Daryl Dixon, who plays Carol, who plays Rick Grimes, who plays Michonne. These actors have been playing these roles now for such a long time. I mean, they can keep making these shows as long as the actors want to keep portraying the characters. I mean, why not? I mean, as long as the viewership numbers are there and people are still interested in The Walking Dead, then just keep making them. Why not? If the season sustains its high viewership and satisfies fans, AMC may consider greenlighting a second season. That's all but confirmed, I would say, to this degree. If the show continues to keep the same quality as that first episode, that's a big ask because it's harder said than done. But if they do, a second season is a no-brainer. Join in the ranks of Dead City and Daryl Dixon. So, catch new episodes of The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live on Sundays via AMC and AMC Plus. The premiere is currently available for streaming on AMC Plus. Yeah, guys, so if you haven't seen the first episode, if you've been a bit on the fence because you haven't seen the rest of the mainline Walking Dead series, I would say just watch The Ones Who Live, watch the first episode anyway. It doesn't tie into the overall kind of story massively, I wouldn't say. It's kind of like its own standalone thing. You can watch the first episode, having not finished, the mainline Walking Dead series, and you can still understand what's going on. And it's a really compelling story. But yeah, guys, so that's where we are. I just wanted to have a small chat about The Walking Dead, the franchise, kind of where we are and what's going on. So, massive viewership numbers for The Ones Who Lived, the very first episode. It was an amazing episode, guys. Make sure you get on it if you haven't seen it. Andrew Lincoln here. Every time this guy is on screen, every second or every minute this guy is on screen, he's so compelling. The way he delivers his lines, his body language, the dramatic scenes, everything this guy does is just so compelling to watch. He's such a great actor. I can't oversell it so much as to how good this guy actually is. And I would love to see him in more big tentpole movies. And it's a shame that we don't see him more. But yeah, guys, so that's where we are. Let me know what you think about this. Have you seen episode 1 of The Ones Who Live? What did you think about it? And what do you think about the Walking Dead franchise as a whole? Who's your favorite characters? What's your favorite spin-off show? are you going to continue to watch this series if you've seen the first episode? Let me know all your thoughts, comments, and opinions, and I will see you soon.